So in the last episode we built the probably absolute worst bone meal farm of all time. Don't worry, I'm going to be building a much better bone meal farm very soon. I did not know this bone meal farm was going to be so bad, but it's terrible. I also finally gathered some sheep and I guess I'll show you how. I took the worst trip ever. It took ages. It was worth it, but it took a long time. Also decided to travel some villagers over here so that we can actually get some more villagers around. I needed a couple of clerics so I can buy some redstone because I couldn't really be bothered to go down into the mines and actually get some redstone myself. Now why do I need redstone, might you ask? Well, I need it for today's farm, which is gonna be the bamboo farm, and this should actually be a good farm for once. And I've now realized that I haven't gotten all the materials that I need. I believe the last thing I need is 34 pistons, which if I can just get myself some more cobblestone from one of these chests and some iron, probably need a little bit more cobblestone honestly. Oh, I got plenty. And my smart head, I also need wood. Just like that gives me 34 pistons, which again should be the last thing I need for this farm right here. Yeah, I did gather all the materials off camera because you don't really want to see me gather all those, man. It's simple and right to it. I think the building block I want to build with today instead of wood will be deep slate brick. What the hell is happening? What? Why is there a cave here? Hold up. I should light this place up. Quite a cave, but you know what I mean, right? I should probably just fill this area out so it doesn't look so absolutely old and horrible. These are probably all just creeper explosions. Alright, so we got our deep slate bricks, and what we start off with is doing 17 blocks this way. Now exactly where do I want to place it? I think I might do it like right here. Yeah. Okay. 17 it is. Now instead of me having to count, I'm just gonna do it like that. Smart, right? Then at the end we place 2 blocks like that, and then I'm gonna make some chests because that is something I also forgot. I probably forgot something else. Then we remove this block right here, take our hopper and connect it into the chest. Then for this next part right here, I need my rails, and I crouch and place the first one like that. Then I place a normal rail, and then all the way through here I just place these powered rails, except at the end where I place the normal ones, and then go all the way through here. Why do I keep missing these? And just like that, let me just try that again. Just like that. They're perfectly placed. Then what I want to do is I want to find the middle of this right here. Then under I place a redstone torch and a redstone torch, and all of it should be lit up. Yes it is, so that works, except that one, which is right, yeah. That's true. And then we gotta sleep because I do not want to die from any annoying creeper, or even the worst thing, which would be probably even worse than dying, it actually blowing up my farm. Then right in here I want to place a repeater, and then I want to place a block. And then excuse my awful redstone brain, I need to put a comparator here and then a repeater on top of here. Redstone torch right there with a block on top of it so it lights up. So what this does is that when the minecart actually goes around like this and goes back, hits here, it will then turn this off. I can just do it like that. You can see it turned off and turned right back on, but if I threw like, let's just throw a stack, you can see it doesn't turn on yet. As soon as the stack is all emptied out into the chest right here, which it is in a couple of seconds, it will then turn back on. There it is. That's how you know it works. Then if I can find my dirt, which is right there, and I need also a bunch of blocks, what I gotta do is I just gotta place the dirt all the way through here. Like so, and then if I get myself up somehow, there it is, all the way around here, I'm gonna just place some blocks. That's not the best way to go about it, but you know what? I did it. Oh, that was actually pretty nice. Thank you. For a very rare occasion, the vine is actually not hella annoying. Now what I should have done is I should have taken the pistons with me. I could also just take the rest of it with me. Why would I not just do that actually? Then because it's cool, I'm gonna build up with melons. No idea why I would do that. Then on both sides right here, I'm just gonna fill in the pistons. Fill up the sides right here with some blocks. Also behind all the pistons, I need a block. And then you can definitely see that when we're done with this build, we gotta clear out some of this because we're not just gonna let this be out in the open. That's way too ugly. And I actually have a pretty cool idea for the end of it. It's gonna go into theme with the mushroom biome, but still a little like new kind of thing to it. You'll see. Then gonna take a little bit of my scaffolding and build out to the sides right here. Place these observers. It's not going well for me, is it? And you gotta place these on every other block, like so. And then what I want to do is I want to fill it in with glowstone, like so, to give light in there. I love scaffolding. It's like the most satisfying sound ever, plus it's just so useful. Then of course I repeat the same thing on the other side right here. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? And of course the glowstone as well. Then after that is done, I need to take blocks and fill in the outskirts right here, which I now realize that I could have just filled these sides out here and then put in the observers after, and that would have been way smarter, because you know what, we didn't do that. We just didn't do it. Let's move on. You live and you learn, unless you're named Tifo. You just don't. Wait, how is there a villager out here? Wait, I don't understand. Did he somehow manage to climb up that ladder? That's impressive. I don't know how he did that, but he did it. Bro, how did he just do that, man? You're wild. You're different. You and that spider can be best friends. So that on both sides we gotta now fill in with redstone. Okay, who's ready for it? You might be watching the video and you have probably noticed it. No? These were supposed to be on there, not one block out, which I knew. It's not like I didn't know that. I did know that. Now I decided to not care for it apparently, but I did know that. I am telling you, man, I'm different. I am just absolutely different, bro. And boom, like nothing ever happened. Let's not talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Stop. Then if we jump down in here and just fill all this up with bamboo, just bro, look how fast they grow. It's wild. Then if I gather my slabs to put on top right here, just to mob proof everything, which actually, well, I use glowstone, so they're not really gonna spawn here either way. I guess this isn't really the most important thing, but should you decide to build this yourself, I'd probably say that if you don't use the glowstone because you don't have to, then definitely do this for safety. And then we take our glass and just fill this top row in like so. And then the last thing we gotta do is we gotta get our hopper minecart, which I have actually brought with me, and place it down here, and the farm is actually working. This farm is really simple, but it's so freaking good, and especially if you get a couple of these going, because it's so easy on material, really freaking quick to build as well. Again, now you might be wondering, Sifu, why is it that you actually need a bamboo farm? And I don't know if I said this or not, but I want sticks upon sticks upon sticks, so I can trade with villagers for basically endless emerald. And also I just want to build a bunch of different farms in this world. Now of course this isn't enough. We don't just need one of these farms, we need a bunch, because we need this to be OP, we need it to be wild, we need it to be crazy. It just won't do, man. It just won't do with just one. Before I want to start building a couple more of these, although I got 2 now, which is already good. Like, look at this, bro. It just fires through. It's actually really powerful. It's even better than I thought it was going to be, which is awesome. But before we get into building more of these, I want to start getting the build around these going, so I can kind of get an idea of where I want to place some of the others, because I don't just want to place 10 on top of each other all the way up. I want to place, I have these 2 right here, might build another one on top. Then behind here, I think I want to do one kind of like in the middle here out to the side, and another one right here and out to the side as well. That's the idea I'm going with, and you're gonna see why when the build actually comes together. So of course I gotta gather the materials as well to actually do these build before we move too much forward. Right now, the blocks I want to use, I think, is going to be, of course, the mushroom stem. That's pretty much a given in these build at this point. Now I don't have that many left, so I probably gotta get to tripping down a million mushrooms, which is probably my favorite part to do, said no one ever. It is what it is. So like, as you go with these build right here, this is the edge of the build, so out here is where it starts to go inside. 1, 2, 3, 5th, like that. So we have 6, and then another one right there. I believe we should do another one 5, and then we kind of just go around here. Whoa, okay, what the hell is this place? Well, it's just the ocean. That was a scary drop. I did not see that coming. Let's just grab a couple blocks from over here and fill this area in. I am not trying to have that happen, bro. That could have killed me, man. Imagine that's the way to lose one's world. That would be so wild. Then when I get to here, I then go like sideways again like I did on the other side until I hit the spot right here. Then again I go inside like so and then out a few like that. Oh damn, I gotta sleep. Hold up. Wait a minute, bro. Gotta sleep. So I think that should be like the outline. Then if I go through right here is where the middle is. This is the exact middle right here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's probably gonna go a little further out than that. Not trying to mess with any creepers here. This build is gonna be pretty huge, so don't mess with me. Then here and here is gonna be 2 more farms of these, like on each side, and then they're gonna stack off as well, just like that one does. So if I get the outskirts block like, oh, can you just please stop that? I need some better armor, man. Like these, literally a skeleton is like deadly. So look at this, bro. I don't even have a helmet anymore and everything is just breaking. I'm just focusing on building. I don't care about all this stuff apparently. I think if I place it right here, I could go one further back. Now I'm gonna say right here. So if I fill it in right here, so this is gonna be the out layer of that block over there. And then the 17 blocks like this, just like we did at the start of the video, does it go out over to the ocean? Slightly. That's actually cool. I don't mind that. That actually might work in my favor. Basically the outskirts of this build done. Well, plus 2 blocks more out. The outer line of the second mushroom will also be done. So if I go like this is always the worst part. It's like getting the kind of schematic outskirts part well. We got these 2 right here. So if I just add 2 blocks right here, I know exactly where it should stop at. 2, 3, and then place that. Then with the help of placing a couple blocks, it seems that right here is the cutoff point, just right there. Perfect. What I do is I do basically the exact same on the other side, build up the giant mushrooms. Oh, this is gonna be epic, man. It's gonna take way too long and this is gonna cost, I wonder how much this is even gonna cost in materials. It's gonna be unbelievable, but still, what a build this is gonna turn out to be when it's done. And maybe I should even build the farms first and before I start working on the build itself, because then they will kind of just be very, very efficient and just, yeah, could actually be really crazy if I just get a bunch of them going. For one of the mushrooms, I need a bunch of warp nylium. Well, I don't actually need that, but I need these mushrooms right here. I can just take a couple of these blocks right here, take them to the overworld, bone meal them, and then kind of just get all these funguses a bunch of times. So for good measure, I'm just gonna grab myself a couple of stacks and then go back to the overworld and do the process at the overworld, because it's much more safer than staying in here in the nether. I will say I'm very interested to see how these builds are gonna turn out, man, because I'm not sure about the ideas that I come up with. It's different, but I really hope it's gonna turn out well. Well, I was just gonna take 2 stacks, but I guess 7 and a little extra will do. It's building time, baby. We gotta get this structure going. So I set out a couple outlines that I kind of wanted to go from. Now, this build required a lot of steps, so I spent a bunch of time at the fort making sure I had more than enough, and I ended up having so much left over. Now we got a bunch for future builds. So I wanted to not make the exact same size for all of them, so I kind of just went like 3 different sizes. Then I made a layer on how I wanted the top to be and then just filled it in. So I went from red, blue to the red right mushroom. And I really like how this turned out, man. It's a giant build and it feels a lot, but I feel like it was pretty sick, man. It was exactly what I hoped it would be. So that's always nice. When you come walking from down here, this place just looks so wild. Even got the most goated beacon of all time, the dirt glass beacon. Way better than this pathetic thing over here. But our build is complete. I made sure I put in a bunch of glow lichens so, you know, we don't miss bunch of mobs coming just all over, dropping everywhere. I ain't having that. On the inside, I kind of just went for like a lushy type vibe with these, I don't know what you want to call these. I'm gonna call them lamps, but they're like shroom lamps. Whatever you want to say. I just kind of went for that effect all around, and as you can see, the chests are actually, wow, that means we almost have 4 double chests in here, 3.5 chests in here. Inside here, the same. And then last but not least, we got a little less, but I've probably taken something out to use for something else. That's probably why there's not the exact same amount in here. But this farm is really freaking good. It's really, really overpowered. This is everything I thought this farm was gonna be. I still cannot get over how shitty that farm was. Now for future stuff, I definitely for sure want to go in different routes than just keeping these giant mushrooms things going. I definitely want to do a little bit more vibes like this over here, and I got a building project for the next video that definitely changes up how I do things at the moment. Just so that we don't keep like the same thing over and over and over, you know. But we still have so much on the island that still needs to get changed and just new things coming. There's so many empty areas around. Oh yeah, you know your boy, you know, made sure we had even the lower part down here. You know, we getting everything in. But if you guys have any ideas for what I should build or anything like that, just absolutely let me know. I'll happily do so. I have a lot of space on this island still that we can do so much with. Trust me when I say this is only the start. When you see it from over here, I actually think it looks quite epic. Maybe if I turn the render distance just a slight bit up so we can get the back one as well. Yeah, there it is. I think this is perfect where it kind of just levels up slightly. But it's just so perfect having this bamboo farm. I literally started making this bamboo farm right before the 1.20 update hit. And then when the 1.20 update hit, I built that bamboo video you saw a little while back. But it was literally the perfect timing. Like most random thing, I literally didn't think about the fact that there was actually going to be that update, but then I built it and it was just perfect. I think everybody should have this in their world, honestly. This farm is so freaking good and you can do it as many times as you want. I just decided personally I wanted to keep it 2 layers, but you can literally go 15, 20 layers if that's what you wanted to do. Or you can just do it like me, just kind of spread them out. It's really just up to you, man. There is no limits to these farms. They take a little, and they actually don't even take that much to make. As soon as you get them down, I feel like you can make them very quickly. So I would absolutely 10 out of 10 recommend this farm. I think it's absolutely insane. But for now, that's going to do it for this video right here. This world is just going to get better and better, man. Trust me. The ideas just keeps rolling, baby. Hope you guys enjoy these videos. If you have any ideas how to improve them or anything like that, let me know. I'll always take recommendations. Have the most incredible day. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time for hopefully another absolute banger. I really like how this farm turned out, man, and just the fact that it's so OP just makes everything so much better.